Oh no, I'm out of scratch. What will I do? My chickens have to have scratch in the morning. They're enjoying some mealworms right now. But the scratch bucket is empty and I'm trying something new. Hey guys, Brandy here. Welcome to Sewing Back. John's watering the garden for me. So I had an Azure haul, and it was my second Azure haul of May. It was in late May, and I didn't order food for us, but I did order some stuff for my chickens because I was talking with some of my other Azure peeps, and who also have, actually most of them have bigger flocks than I do. And so I was kind of asking them, with all the prices going up, and because I don't like to give my chickens corn in summertime, we're close enough to summer, because it heats their body up, and we live in Georgia, it's hot and humid, and they don't need their bodies heated up in the summer. I do like getting good sources of corn for them in fall and winter. So after talking to a few of them, and they were telling me that they get the animal grains, the actual grains, and they mix it themselves, that this allows for them to they're spending about the same amount of money if you get it pre-done, but they're getting about not quite double the amount, but close. And so I want to give it a try. So I did order one grain that sold out and I didn't get it, and that was, I think it was the barley. So let me show you what I got. Okay, so this is chicken wheat. So this is for animal feed. You have to go into the I think it's garden. It's when you go to if you're going on to shop, I think it's garden, and something else is the drop down box. It's not going to be in the people food. And then they'll have like pet food, like if you want to get the lick your chops food I get for the dogs. I don't have a cat right now, so they also do carry some cat food. They don't carry dry food that I know of. It's all wet food. But you can go in and you will find animal feed, whether you have chickens, goats, whatever you have. Okay, so they do have it, and you can get just the grains and you can mix it yourself. This is not my girls' feed. This is scratch. I get them locally from a Georgia company. 22% protein feed, pelletized. So they get that each day. They have that available, but in the morning they like to come out and scratch, and I like to make little piles in their run to help them, like they've worked through it today. If I come up, they've had watermelon today, but I take I have a little shovel and a rake, and I rake little piles for them, so when they come out they'll have their scratch, and then they go and they disassemble those piles all day, and it looks like this at the end of the day. They take a lot of pleasure in that, but what they're doing is they're helping to dry out the run. It also is compost. He's making some amazing compost in here, and they're also getting beneficial insects and things like that. I have to say, we did keep a little shade cloth over here because it was getting pretty toasty for them in their water, so it's just laid over the netting, and we'll probably keep that for the summer. But it's totally dry in here now since doing these two things, and our fly population has been like decimated. It's amazing. And even though you can see they did get watermelon today, but like this one right here, that's 2-day-old watermelon, and they're scratching around. I gave them stuff out of the garden and some grass clippings and things like that. So we're making compost in here. And thus far I'm liking this system. I found it on, I don't even know what the channel was. I saw it was like a documentary, and it was of some farming practices I think it was in Japan, but I'm not 100%. It was just something we had on in the background while we were eating dinner one night, and it intrigued me, so I've been trying it for the last couple weeks and loving it. I really do love it. It's amazing the difference. So, and I can't say it's fully that, because we did also go with this netting and open it up, so this has light, so much sunlight now. So anyway, back to mixing our grains. So I have, this is this is organic wheat. I got some oyster shells, and then I have this over here. I got rye, which was recommended by my friends, and oats, and so I got oats. And then I have, now this didn't come from Azure because they sold out of their black oiled sunflower seeds, so I got these two things from Tractor Supply. Mine love the party flock. I get different ones. This one's the mix. They seem to like it, but this was the one I had last time that I got. And that one was mealworms and beetles. So so I'm gonna pour all this in here. So the only thing that I did not get was barley, and you know, they sold out. There wasn't anything I could do about it. That's part of Azure. But I'm going to take what I have, and we're going to give this a try and see if it's worth purchasing all these things, mixing it myself, and if the girls like it better, and if it lasts longer than buying the pre-mix one that I've been getting from Azure. I've had two different ones I've been going back and forth with. One was all Kamut, and it was a little pricey, and they were getting bored with that one. So I don't know that I'll get that one again, but the last one I had been getting, I'll have to look it up and put the name somewhere in the description or something. They have liked, and I've liked it, but it's pricey too. And if I can make it myself, and it's just as nutritious for them, and it lasts longer at the same price, well, that's the better way to go. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to be pouring these into my bucket, and I have a scoop, and I'm going to mix them up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. I also have DE. This isn't to go in their food. I do this when I clean the coops and things like that. I dust with the DE, plus I use this in the garden. And I still have, I just found this, some chick starter grower left over from my chicks last year, and some chick grit that was way down in the bottom of my storage stuff. I'm gonna throw this in there too, because I need it to go away. I don't have chicks anymore. Grit isn't gonna hurt them, and so yeah. Okay guys, so I just opened up the oyster. These are the oyster shells, and if you've ever gotten like the oyster shells at Tractor Supply, they look like white pebbles. These actually look like ground up oyster shells to me, and I'm excited about these. I've never seen any that look like this in any of the local feed stores and stuff, so this needs to go in my rotation of Azure from now on. I just wanted to show y'all what it looked like. So this is what the wheat looks like. Looks like wheat berries. They look smaller to me than like my Kamut that I grind up looks like, so I guess that's why it's animal. I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not a wheat farmer, but I just wanted to show you what this looks like. So we're going to start putting some in our bucket. So John's going to pour in, I've got rye. This is, I think this one's 25 pounds or 30 pounds. It didn't come, if I remember right, it didn't come in the 50 or it wasn't available. So probably about a third. And then the next one, that is the oats, and I think that one may be the one that's, I think that's the one that's 30. I think that was 25 and that was 30. And then once he gets some of these poured in, I'm going to put in some black oiled sunflower seeds. I've already put in the rest of the mealworms and beetles I had open. And then we'll just start over. Okay, these are the oats, and they love oats. All right, that looks good.
This doesn't reseal.
It won't matter. I'm going to use it all. So this is the oats with the holes. I didn't realize. I was thinking it was like oats, and so it looks a little bit different. But this is just the oats. It's for animal feed with the holes, and I'm guessing they enjoy that. So this is it mixed up. Look, you can see that shell in there. That is amazing. You can see mealworms and all the goodies. So we're going to continue mixing, and I'll show you the finished product. And I'm thinking I'm definitely going to do this again, I think. I like how this looks. I think the girls are going to love it. It's not empty anymore. So this is all of it mixed together. Had I gotten the 50-pound bag of the barley, this would have filled this we think it's 35 gallon, I don't even know what you call these things, shipping containers or whatever. I think that's what they are. They ship pharmaceuticals in these, and so we found these locally and paid, I think we paid like $30 a piece for them or something like that. So, well, the little one wasn't as much. So already, normally that would be my scratch, and that one will hold of the bought scratch, which was 50 pounds, so that would hold 100 pounds, and this one is bigger, and so yeah, so I do think that I have more, and I did not use all of the oyster shells, and I didn't use, I don't even think I might have used a third of my flock party, which is fine. I like to have some of that when I want to give them extra treats or something. And I used I still have about a third of a bag of the black oiled sunflower seeds. So we will see how far this carries me. And, but I love how this looks a lot better. And I'm excited. I think I like mixing my own scratch. So I'll keep you posted on how the girls like it.